Shame. I don't know. What will make a woman kneel down and beg a man to marry her? Like, what does the man have? What is the man offering you? What is it that we're not seeing? There's something that is there that we're not seeing that gets to a stage whereby a woman will kneel down and start begging a man to marry her. And when you watch all those videos, because it happens. I feel like this year, some women are now wise. But sometimes last year, 2 years ago, they were doing it back to back. This year, it calmed down a little. The thing is that when you watch those videos, you will see that these men are like, are you mad? Like, what are you doing? Like, they feel so embarrassed. They feel very embarrassed. Like you can see it in their eyes. Either is baby mama that is proposing to baby daddy that they've been having kids back to back, and you see the baby daddy looking like, are you okay? Are you okay? And these women don't have shame. Like they don't even have shame, and they just do it. I don't know what a man wants to do for me that I will now kneel down and beg him for. There's some things that you leave it for these men to do. Just leave it for them to do. If a man wants to marry you, he's gonna marry you. Let me show you guys some of these interesting videos. I'd like to know what you think about a woman proposing to a man. Do you think it is modern? Let me know your thoughts about videos in the comment section, and I'm about to share my thoughts at the end of the video.
I have always considered myself to be a pretty progressive woman, right? I have always considered myself to be an extremely progressive woman, but there is just something about seeing a woman kneel before a man in this way that just really just disturbs my spirit. Something fierce. It makes my ass itch because why? Why? And I think the bigger issue that I have, because I've never seen it where it looks like where it looks like things are going to work out afterwards, because the men always have the exact same expression. They look confused. They look confused, almost as if you've never even talked about getting married, right? Or they look confused as like, why are you doing this? And then beyond the confusion, they look embarrassed, and they never seem enthusiastic to put the ring on or to hug you or kiss you afterward. Like they're never we know what someone who is excited to be engaged, we know what that looks like. We see women who are crying, they're
Yeah.
running laps, they jumping up and down. These men are never doing that. They're never doing that. And it seems like whenever y'all propose to them too, it seems like you're down there forever. It seems like you are down there forever, and the woman always has this goofy smile on her face, like, and I'm just really having a hard time wrapping my mind around it, because here's the thing. From what I know about men, I spent the majority of my adult life dating men. What I know about men is that a man that wants something is going to do everything in their power to get it. Which is why I don't think that my feelings around this are related to, to sexism or anything like that. It's more so just from what I know and have experienced about men, all kinds of men, right? From all kinds walks of life, gay, straight, doesn't matter. Men. A man who wants something, a man who wants to, will. Baby, if he wanted to marry you, he would. These are, I don't know what their story is. I don't know how long they've been together, but you'll see videos like this where like the woman finally proposes because she's tired of waiting. Baby, it's been 8 years. If he wanted to marry you, he would have married you 4 years ago. If he wanted to marry you, you wouldn't have had, to have 2 kids and again an extra 4 or 5 years tacked onto that for him to get you a ring. Men that want things go get things. Which is why, when you see how they cheat, the crazy and creative ways that they go about that, they wanted to have a second life. And so, the man that you said is not good at planning has managed to plan a whole different life schedule with another woman because that's what he wanted to do. Men that want to will. And so knowing that as a woman, right, I just feel like it's extremely, like, I could never bring myself to debase myself. Because, and I date women, right? But in the event, let's say I wind up, I wind up with a stud, right? For me, I don't give a woman, I'm not proposing to someone who I don't think is going to propose, who's I don't think is going to be excited to do it,
Yeah.
right? For one, while at the same time, like if I'm not gonna beg somebody either. It's been if that woman, if she hasn't said something to me about wanting to get married, if she's not been intentional about wanting to get married, I feel like it would be debasing myself to know that we have not had the conversation, she's not made the intention to go about it, to go then ahead and get on my knees and propose. I'm not proposing to somebody who very clearly doesn't want to be married to me. And like I said, gender and gender expression has nothing to do with that. I wouldn't do that with a whole ass stud. I wouldn't do that with a femme. I wouldn't do that with anybody because I think that's insane. I don't know. I just feel like this is too close to begging for me. And the way that I would really literally rather rub sandpaper on my butt and then take a bath in Purell hand sanitizer before doing this. No.
So the thing that I don't fully understand about this scenario here, yes, to the naked eye, why are you proposing as a woman, right? Cool. But only comes up for me to find out that they're in an open relationship. I have never, in all my years of living, have I ever seen two people that are in an open relationship, which means that he's allowed to mess with other people. Maybe she's allowed to mess with other guys. Maybe, right? Never have I seen people go from an open relationship to marriage. Like, what would actually be the point of
Marriage, yeah.
Tying out, finally becoming one, if it's already open. What's the point? Someone educate me quickly. What could be her goal? And then, to add to it, she's the one that's proposing. Do you see the look on his face? He's sitting there looking at her like, what are you doing? He didn't even put the ring on. He didn't even put it on. So what does that tell y'all?
I proposed because I wanted to. It's something I've always wanted to do. We've talked about it. He knew I was proposing. He just didn't know when, and I wanted to wait until I was ready for marriage. I mean, I've never been a traditional person, so it shouldn't be surprising.
It was not even a prank. Like, sometimes when we see some videos and be like, it has to be a skit. She has come to confirm that, yeah, I did it. I already told you, we've talked about it. The thing is, you guys are in an open relationship. You are dating, you're in an open relationship. So, now that you propose to marry him, are you guys going to continue your open relationship? You see that open relationship with marriage, I don't know how it works, so I don't know how it works, but people say it works and they enjoy it. Most of the time, it's the man that always say, let's open this relationship. And the woman will be like, I don't want to do. Most of the time, it's the man that is going outside to open it. The woman is locked in that marriage, right? But when the woman decides to open it, the man does not agree. So now you guys are dating and you have an open relationship. So this marriage is you guys are supposed to continue your open relationship, or you're going to be exclusive. When I see videos of women kneeling down to beg a man to propose to them, sometimes I always think it's kids. Most of the time, this is actually happening because some women even come and tell you story time, how they plan this. Some women even do, this is a story time of how I want to plan to engage or to propose to my boyfriend that we've been dating for the past 7 years. Some of the time, they've been in a relationship for a very long time and the man is not popping the question, and you see these girls or these women will be like, I want to marry this man. I want him to marry me, and I have to just pop the question. If he's not asking me, I'm going to ask him. If you've been dating somebody for the past 7 years and he's telling you, don't worry, I will marry you, don't worry, I'll marry you, he doesn't want to marry you. And I don't know why you're with somebody for 7 years. Ladies, please, there's some things that men are supposed to be the one to do those things. There's some things that I should never do. Like, never. Let it not even cross your mind kneeling down to propose to marry a man. Nah, you shouldn't do that. Like, that should not even cross your mind. If it's crossing your mind, please go and wash that mind away. Like, take it out immediately. Like, it's not supposed to be happening at all. You're not supposed to do it. It's not your doings. Okay? Even men, the ones that men are the one proposing to women, right? Those marriages don't even last. Now imagine if you're the one begging him to marry you. Do you know how he's going to be feeling like king in the house? Oh, you asked for this. I never wanted this. You're the one that wants to marry me. No, I don't want to marry you. Like, you are in soup. Oh. Well, if you marry that man, you're in soup. If you're begging a man to marry you, you're in soup. This is also equivalent for you begging a man and be like, oh, when are you going to marry me? Like that video of that lady saying, when are you going to marry me? Are you going to propose? When are you going to propose? It's the same thing. It's the same thing you begging a man to marry you. It's the same thing. You don't have to beg them to marry you. They are the ones enjoying the marriage, right? So they should beg you to marry. They should do the work to marry, and you should be the one to be selective and be like, okay, you know what? I don't want to marry you because, or I will marry you because. So you should not be the one begging a man and lowering your standard that low, because normally you dating this man, you've lowered your standard already. So now you kneeling down to propose just because they are not ready to marry you yet, or they don't want to do it. I don't know. I don't know. And most of the time, these men, like, they just say yes, but they feel very ashamed and embarrassed. I also feel embarrassed for women that would do something like this. I feel like you're just so desperate, and there's no point for you being desperate when it comes to marriage. Anyway, guys, what do you think about this proposal video? Let me know your thought about the video down in the comment section. Respectfully, as always, Sugar Mara Davis, and thank you so much for tuning into this video. I hope you enjoyed this one, and don't forget to like and share and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.